The Ottoman Empire is remembered as one of the most enduring and powerful empires in world history, stretching across Europe, Asia, and Africa for over 6 centuries. One of the most remarkable aspects of its longevity was the strength and sophistication of its administrative system. Their administrative system was so strong, it kept the empire alive for 600 years, providing the structure, stability, and flexibility necessary to govern vast and diverse territories. From the heart of Istanbul to distant provinces in the Middle East and North Africa, the empire relied on a complex bureaucracy, efficient governance, and a delicate balance between central authority and local autonomy to maintain control and ensure continuity over centuries. At the center of this system was the Sultan, the absolute ruler whose authority combined political, military, and religious power. While the Sultan wielded supreme command, he was supported by a network of advisors, ministers, and administrators who implemented policies, collected taxes, and maintained law and order throughout the empire. The central government was organized into ministries that handled finances, military affairs, religious institutions, and diplomatic relations. This bureaucratic structure allowed the Sultan to maintain control over a vast and diverse population, from Anatolia and the Balkans to the Arab lands and North Africa, ensuring that imperial policies were effectively enforced across the empire. One of the most important features of the Ottoman administrative system was its ability to integrate diverse peoples and cultures. The empire encompassed Muslims, Christians, Jews, and many ethnic and linguistic groups, each with distinct customs and traditions. Rather than attempting to impose a single uniform identity, the Ottomans developed the millet system, which allowed religious communities a degree of self-governance in exchange for loyalty to the empire. Religious leaders managed local schools, courts, and social affairs, while the central government maintained overall political and military authority. This system not only preserved social harmony, but also strengthened the empire by promoting loyalty and stability among its diverse populations. The collection of taxes and management of economic resources was another cornerstone of Ottoman administration. The empire developed sophisticated methods to assess and collect taxes, manage agricultural production, and regulate trade. Provincial governors were responsible for ensuring that revenues were collected efficiently, while the central government oversaw distribution and allocation for military, public works, and administrative needs. This system provided the resources necessary to maintain the army and navy, build roads, bridges, mosques, and schools, and support the cultural and scientific achievements that characterized the empire's golden age. And by carefully managing finances and resources, the Ottomans created a sustainable structure that supported the empire's long-term stability. The military was closely linked to the administrative system, as the empire relied on a professional army to maintain order and defend its borders. The Janissaries, an elite corps of soldiers recruited through the Devshirme system, were trained, disciplined, and loyal to the Sultan. Their organization and supply were managed by the bureaucracy, ensuring that the military remained effective over centuries. Provincial governors also maintained local forces, coordinated defense, and enforced laws, creating a system in which military strength and administration were deeply intertwined. This integration of governance and defense allowed the empire to respond quickly to internal revolts, external invasions, and regional conflicts, ensuring its survival through turbulent periods. Communication and record-keeping were essential components of the Ottoman administrative system. The empire maintained detailed records of land ownership, tax collection, military recruitment, and legal rulings, allowing the central government to make informed decisions. Couriers and messengers ensured that orders and information traveled efficiently between the capital and distant provinces. This emphasis on accurate record-keeping and communication helped prevent corruption, allowed for accountability, and provided the central government with the tools needed to manage an empire that spanned 3 continents. The ability to coordinate policy and respond to challenges quickly was a key factor in the empire's remarkable longevity. Provincial governance was another crucial aspect of the administrative system. The empire was divided into provinces, each headed by a governor appointed by the Sultan. These governors were responsible for implementing imperial policies, collecting taxes, maintaining law and order, and overseeing local officials. While the central government retained ultimate authority, Governors were granted a degree of autonomy to address the unique needs and circumstances of their regions. This balance between central control and local administration allowed the empire to govern effectively over vast and diverse territories, accommodating local customs while maintaining cohesion and loyalty to the sultan. The legal system played a vital role in maintaining order and justice within the empire. Ottoman law combined Islamic principles with local customs, creating a system that was both flexible and consistent. Judges, known as qadis, presided over civil and criminal cases, while the sultan and his advisors ensured that laws aligned with imperial policies and interests. This legal framework provided stability, resolved disputes, and reinforced the authority of the central government. By combining religious and secular law, the Ottomans were able to govern a diverse population effectively, maintaining peace and social cohesion across centuries. Education and bureaucracy were closely linked in the Ottoman administrative system. Schools and institutions trained administrators, scholars, and military officers, ensuring a steady supply of competent personnel to manage the empire. Civil servants were educated in law, finance, military strategy, and diplomacy, preparing them for positions of responsibility throughout the provinces. This emphasis on training and meritocracy strengthened the bureaucracy, allowing the empire to adapt to changing circumstances and challenges. By investing in human capital, the Ottomans created an administrative apparatus capable of sustaining governance over centuries. The empire also relied on a sophisticated system of diplomacy and alliances to manage relations with neighboring states and rival powers. Ambassadors, envoys, and negotiators represented Ottoman interests abroad, while treaties and agreements reinforced the empire's position in international politics. This diplomatic system complemented the administrative structure at home, ensuring that the empire could project power, maintain stability, and respond strategically to threats. By combining effective governance with skillful diplomacy, the Ottomans maintained influence over a vast region, often avoiding unnecessary conflict while preserving authority. Even during periods of decline or external pressure, the administrative system allowed the Ottoman Empire to adapt and survive. Reforms were introduced to modernize the military, bureaucracy, and legal institutions, addressing challenges posed by European powers and internal unrest. The Tanzimat reforms of the 19th century, for example, sought to centralize authority, standardize laws, and promote equality among subjects, reflecting the empire's ability to innovate and reform in response to changing circumstances. While these efforts could not ultimately prevent the empire's eventual collapse in the early 20th century, they illustrate how strong administration prolonged the empire's survival far longer than many contemporaries. In conclusion, the Ottoman Empire's administrative system was a cornerstone of its power and longevity. By combining central authority with local autonomy, integrating diverse populations, managing resources efficiently, maintaining a professional military, and investing in education and diplomacy, the empire created a governance model capable of sustaining itself for 6 centuries. Their administrative system was so strong, it kept the empire alive for 600 years, allowing it to expand, thrive, and leave a lasting legacy in law, culture, architecture, and governance. The sophistication, flexibility, and resilience of Ottoman administration remain a testament to the ingenuity of its leaders and the enduring impact of one of history's most remarkable empires.